common type of human red-green color blindness behaves as a sex-linked recessive trait. If parents with normal vision produce normal and colorblind sons, what proportion of the daughters will be heterozygous for color blindness? Sex-linked traits are often referred to as X-linked traits. This is due to the fact that the allele for vision, as far as being able to see color or not, is carried on the X chromosome. Females that have normal vision can either be homozygous for normal vision or they can be heterozygous for normal vision. A colorblind female would need to have two recessive alleles. Males that are normal will have one normal allele, or one dominant allele, I should say. Nothing carried on the Y though, because this is X-linked. In order for a male to be colorblind, he only needs to inherit one recessive allele. This makes the inheritance of colorblindness a lot easier in males than in females. In other words, there are more males that are colorblind in the human population than there are females. Let's start by trying to figure out the genotype of the parents. As indicated by the problem, both parents have normal vision. The male is easy to determine because males only have one allele for colorblindness or non-colorblindness. Females, on the other hand, they have to have, in order to be normal, they need at least one dominant allele, but the second allele is an unknown in this situation. We have to use more information from the problem to solve this. Information in this particular area of the problem tells us that these two parents can produce normal males and colorblind males. In order to produce a colorblind male, this X has to be passed on from the female, because the Y will be passed on by the male. This tells us right away that the second allele for the female parent has to be recessive. Now we can answer what proportion of the daughters will be heterozygous for colorblindness. Let's do a Punnett square. The alleles will be separated in the male, so 50% of the male sperm will carry a dominant allele and 50% will carry the Y. So 50% will carry an X with the dominant allele and 50% will carry the Y. That's why we separate them here. Let's do the same for the female. 50% of her eggs will carry a dominant allele. 50% of her eggs will carry a recessive allele. Because we're not interested in the sons, we can go ahead and cross out this column, because when an X combines with a Y, it's going to produce boys. We're interested in the daughters. If this egg is fertilized by that sperm, it's going to produce homozygous dominant daughters. If this sperm fertilizes that egg, we're going to get heterozygous daughters. So there's a 50% chance that these parents will produce daughters that are heterozygous.